Today we'll talk about one of the most recent controversial subjects, algorithmic stablecoins. We'll go through how they work, what pros and cons they have, and try to predict their direction moving forward. But before that, you can watch our video on stablecoins to become more familiar with the subject. A smart contract between two types of coins is the basis for algorithmic stablecoins. One is stable and the other supports it, with the goal of maintaining a parity, what we would call a currency peg. The price of a stablecoin can fluctuate based on supply and demand, just like any other cryptocurrency. But in order to prevent the depegging, meaning in order for that token to keep its one-to-one parity with a coin such as the dollar or euro, the algorithms establish the relationship between supply and demand. This stimulates and manipulates the behavior of investors in order to stabilize the price of the coin around the peg value. Aside from the now controversial Terra UST, other projects that use a relatively similar system are DAI, Magic Internet Money, FRAX, and Neutrino USD. Unlike other types of stablecoins, such as USDC or USDD, which are presumably supported by money and other reserves, the Terra UST project worked based on the UST to Luna relationship, with Luna being the coin of the Terra ecosystem. Every time the USD price moved, the Terra protocol allowed users to burn the equivalent of $1 from the value of a Luna token and mint 1 USD for it, which then could be sold for 1.01 USD. The profit may not seem like something to write home about, but you could actually make some pretty decent money when operating high-value transactions. Therefore, users were allowed to mint as much USD as they wanted from the burned Luna and then sell it until the price dropped to $1. On the opposite end, if the supply was bigger than the demand, the price of USD dropped under $1. Now investors bought 1 USD for 0.99 USD and then traded it for the equivalent of $1 from the Luna price, cashing the profit resulting from the margin. You may wonder what are the benefits of such a stablecoin. The most obvious one is the one-to-one parity with a trusted fiat currency such as the American dollar. Another important aspect represents building DAOs and making the governance of such structures possible. Last but not least, we have the growing popularity of crypto assets as exchange assets on financial markets. What are the risks associated with these stablecoins? Although they may look like a low-risk class of cryptocurrencies, they actually can be highly volatile. The best or worst example is Terra UST. There is a risk that the coin won't be able to maintain its one-to-one parity, as there is no guarantee for users if the stablecoin starts losing value. Algorithmic stablecoins can lead to arbitrage opportunities which can harm their stability. This type of token is still not perfection, which means the blockchain industry and authorities must work together to make it sustainable and trustworthy. Authorities and central banks aren't that crazy over the idea of a cryptocurrency that can't be supported by the banking system, and that's somehow understandable. Even if we hope for a decentralized future, the security of our money should come first. Crypto can still be unstable, so DYOR and be careful what you invest your money in. What happened with Terra was horrible, but it was also a lesson, proving again that it's not a great idea to invest all your money in one coin. Diversify to maximize your investments, and always keep in mind that crypto is volatile. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, safe investment.